music.
You
no,
are not.
it's too late. We're already in stream.
Give me a second.
This is discrimination.
This is perfectly valid. Alright. Are you ready?
Just give Jeff a second. I just sent him a DM.
Okay. So, as we return from last session, you all are still within the Gaiaxon Northwind School of the for the Arcane, over in the capital city of Ernalta. As you guys have found, you last session did a bunch of research, which worked to your own ends. You all found yourselves going to slumber, Marin a little annoyed with Alex, everyone else getting whatever they needed. Oh yes, and Marin broke into the restricted section of the library and took, what did you take? I
took some things.
You took a book?
I took books and scrolls.
You took a book on powerful wizards.
I took the scroll of alarm, scroll of catapults, and a book about powerful wizards.
Okay. Now, we'll start the session off with Jeff.
I like the sound of that.
Let me find the right music for this.
Am I asleep right now, Daniel?
You are asleep.
Son of a bitch.
Hold on.
Slightly worrying.
Can't find it. Good enough.
Jeff, was that the music?
And then...
No, that wasn't for the music. That's for the thing that I have visions of terrible things to come in my dreams.
do you hear the music?
Sadly.
Badly? Okay. As you awaken, Jeff, you are surrounded in a forest. Above you see a starless sky. The moon glows with a thick red hue, remaining a single source of light. The forest goes on forever in the distance. You see these lanky, curved trees and more contorted roots lining the space. The air is cold. You can see your breath come out in front of you. You notice that you are wearing whatever you went to bed in. What do you do?
So the entire area around me is just forest, correct?
It's just forest. It's unending forest.
Can I climb a tree to have that theory of seeing if I can find the highest point?
Sure. Roll me an athletics check. Because you notice the trees aren't as simple as like a tree that you can kind of climb. You notice that like the form of them seems to be like deranged and spindly.
I got a 9 total.
It's not a hard DC. You kind of grab onto one of the branches and climb up top and look. And as you look over, you see what looks like a sea of trees. No rising mountains in the distance. It's sort of just endless trees flowing off into the distance.
This doesn't look familiar, correct?
Make me a perception check.
I rolled a 16, and I have a perception of 5.
So you rolled above a 20?
20.
Okay. You see the faint glow of a campfire in the distance.
Okay, I head towards the campfire.
Okay. As you move through the brush of the forest, seeing the dark trees, the almost obsidian-covered dirt, you pace yourselves and now find a clearing. In the clearing, you see a old man, nearly balded head, gray hairs, very fine beard, wearing a leather tunic, and it seems brown, short, like pants. And he has 2 swords next to him. One is silver and the other is steel.
Hello?
Hey, Vorbor. And as you turn around, you see William. Your father figure.
William?
Hi, Vorbor. You wanna take a seat?
How can this be? I thought you were dead.
I am. But I'm also not. It's a little weird.
Okay, join him by the campfire.
When he points, he like also is like opens his arms up if you want to give him a hug.
Oh, you give him a fucking hug, yeah.
Yeah, you go give your dad a hug. It's very nice to see you. I'm not really sure exactly what's happening for me either, but
I thought I was asleep. I'm not entirely sure what is happening now then.
well, I've had a dream like this before with a friend of mine. I think there's something I should probably tell you. I didn't tell you in life. I am actually, before I lived in the forest where I found you, I was part of an old ancient order. We were bound by blood to protect the world against anything wicked. We fought against monsters and dangerous beasts. We had to go through sort of a ritual.
Okay.
I tried to retire from that life, hence where you found me. But it seems that whatever forces bestowed me to attempt the ritual, they're also asking you. Now I know you, as honored and honorable, as prideful as you are, you might also want to do this. There is a cost, of course. Vowing to protect the world is no subtle thing.
You've been dead for a little bit, my friend. I'm essentially already doing that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, kinda, yeah.
Well, if you wish, you can undergo the ritual of the Hunter's Bane. It'll give you a lot of power. Change your senses, change your abilities, make you super humanoid. But it's not for the faint of heart.
I'm willing to do it.
Well, okay. Now, this forest right here, it's called the Forest of the Lost. Only one beast lives in this forest. It's a monster meant for you. Each blood hunter has to fight whatever that beast might be. You'll feel it when it comes close to you. You go look for it. And once you've defeated it, you gotta drink its blood. And then you will find you're gonna get some superhuman strength. But it also is going to hurt. Do you accept?
I accept. Repeat that last part just really quickly, though.
It's gonna hurt.
Oh, okay. I accept.
The blood of a monstrosity isn't necessarily a fun thing to ingest, specifically one that is part of the blood ritual. And you watch as William points to the floor, and you see all of your weapons and armor laid out in front of you.
Do I get to take all of this, or do I only get one?
No, you're welcome to use whatever you might need in order to take care of the beast. The difficulty comes with the consumption of the blood, and if you're able to defeat the beast.
Do you have any tips for what weapon I should use?
Each beast, it's specific to the person that this forest calls. I can't help you any further. In fact, I don't really know why I'm here, but perhaps I'm your guide.
Well, I'm certainly grateful that I at least got to see you one more time.
How are you doing, Borbor?
Currently trying to save the world from never-ending doom because there's some really bad wizard dude that locked himself in his own dimension and now wants to break out of that dimension.
You were an anxious guy, but pretty strong too. I'm proud of you, though.
That means a lot, really.
You look like you're doing well for yourself. Well, and he pats you on the shoulder and stands up. I wish you luck, Borbor.
You really?
We all,
And potentially.
yeah. And he paces off into the forest.
Okay, so I guess I now just have to roam around the forest looking for the beast, yeah?
Yeah, so you put on your armor. Make me a insight check in yourself. Just roll me an insight check.
Yeah, okay, I got... Oh, fuck, my insight's 5, I forgot about that. I got a 20 total.
20, perfect. You feel inside you, like, this subtle, like... And as you step in a certain direction, you feel the warmth can increase a little. And then you step away from the other direction, then it gets a little colder. And you ascertain that this is your blood heating and heating up, or cooling, depending on how close you are to the monster.
Okay, well, I'm gonna go for the heat.
Okay.
I'm guessing it only goes in one direction, that's warm, yeah.
Yeah, you... Let's see. Yeah, that works. So, as you move off into that direction, you start to kind of phase around. Just make me, like, an investigation check, just to see how well you get through.
Uh, 16 total.
16, cool. As you were moving through the forest, about 30 minutes in, you eventually hear the breaking of leaves. As you are rushing, are you being stealthy?
Yeah, I'm kind of being stealthy. I'm taking my time, for sure.
You're taking your time? Okay, roll me a stealth check.
Is there the opportunity that I could potentially cast a spell?
You can totally cast a spell.
I would like to play Pass Without Trace.
Okay, go for it. So you cast Pass Without a Trace, you're going to add a plus 10 to your stealth.
Yep. And so I'm going to have a total Sorry, this surface is a pain.
No, you're totally fine.
17 total, because I got 5 plus 2. But I get plus 10.
Okay. As you are going through the forest, you hear... And you hear the crunching of leaves as you see a blue-formed scaled creature moving around, shifting through the brush.
Can I tell what type of creature it is?
It's hard to tell what its form is. You see, for sure, it doesn't. It seems to be pouncing and jumping between different spaces. And as you look further, you also see that it seems to be like the flesh of it looks weird textured, maybe scaled.
Okay, I'd like to move close enough that I can make out what it is.
Okay. What do you roll on your stealth, by the way?
17 total, because of the plus 10.
17 total. Okay. As you move closer, you see the form of what looks like a darkened, amorphous blue drake. its scaled, muscular body kind of pouncing over on each of the trees, kind of sniffing around. Oh yeah, it rolls with advantage. Okay.
How big is it?
It is a huge creature. You watch as its body expands maybe 13 feet long and like wide. Not 13 feet wide, but like it looks like a giant dog. But it looks draconic in nature. You watch as you look into its eyes, and you see that the like spacing between the scales is like this viscous, dark black, inky color that seems to like draw from each of the scales and leads into the eyes. As you see like two white points that seem to actually be where it's seeing.
So it looks like there's a gap between the scales, potentially.
Perhaps. What more you draw from it is that it seems to be a mutated form of the drake. Probably not a normal drake.
Okay, yeah.
So, as you feel your chest get warmer, you feel your blood now almost boiling inside of your body. Each of your cells seems to be almost energized by the like, you can feel your heart beating faster than it should. What do you do, Borbor?
I pull up the silver sword.
Okay.
And then do I have like a stealth attack potential? Like element of surprise?
You have what?
Stealth attack, like element of surprise?
I'm so sorry, I couldn't hear you. You have your equipment, yes.
Oh no, but like do I have the opportunity to have like a double attack for stealth, essentially?
You would have one surprise round, and then if you rolled well enough, you would be able to hit again.
Okay, that's essentially what I wanted to know.
Yeah.
I would like to do the surprise round.
Okay, so what do? You watch it.
For the tail.
You go for the tail?
Yeah, go for the tail.
As you see it, and you see like slight lightning energy turn as it goes, and as it steps over the brush, and you swing over towards the tail. Let me change the music.
You have to remind me how combat works. It's been a while.
Yeah. There's not going to be a battle map for this because it's just a 1v1. Alright. As you leap towards the drake, you watch as you stab towards its tail. Roll me an attack.
Looks like I got a 12.
A 12 total?
Oh wait, because the longsword gets +5, right?
For you, yes.
Okay, then it would be 17?
That does hit. Roll for damage.
Holy fuck, I got the 1d8, I got the 8, and I get the +2 slashing damage.
Mm-hmm.
10 total.
Let me know how much you roll.
I got a 10.
10. Okay. As you cleave into part of its tail, you watch it winces back. I can't do voices like that also. And begins to kind of draw, and then it pulls back its body and is preparing to now lunge at you. Roll initiative. It rolled a 18. What did you roll?
I go for holding.
A what?
8. Only 8.
A total of an 8. Okay. So then the drake goes first. It's going to take a multi-attack. So you watch as it actually wings back with its tail and is going to attempt to bat you. That's a nat 20. Alright, you take 8 points of bludgeoning damage as the tail bashes you in part of the head, at which point it turns its body and is going to now clasp at your neck. What's your AC?
18.
18? He got 19. He got a 20. Alright, so that's going to be an additional 5 points of piercing damage. It bites into part of your neck. You watch as electric energy seems to be like charging through all of its neck and pulses down all the way back to its tail, where you see like partial like inky black energy dripping onto the floor, and it seems to be like sitting above the dirt and not seeping into it, as though like the blood is like this like strong viscous material. It's now your turn, Borbor.
I'd like to attack again.
You're gonna attack again? Roll to attack.
17 total again.
17 total, that does hit.
6 damage total.
6 damage total, okay. You cleave once again over into the neck. You can feel the hide of the body and the muscle tense. The scaling is so strong and deep that you're cleaving at it as best you can. The blade is doing damage, but it's not going too far in. Okay. Next up is the beast. It's going to now pounce over towards you, this time trying to knock your body over. Almost. Alright. One attack misses, the other hits with a 19. So you're gonna watch as it...
Can I go to the attacker?
Huh?
Can I go to the attacker?
I'm so sorry, it's hard to hear what you're saying, Jeff.
I have 19 AC, so ties go to the attacker.
One of them got a 16, the other was a 19.
Okay, but ties go to the attacker, but I'm not sure. Yeah.
Tie hits, so yeah, it's still...
Okay, that's what I was just double checking.
Yeah, you're good. Alright, 5 points of bludgeoning damage as it bashes now in. It's trying to knock you over, but you're able to like hold it back with the blade. As it goes, and you see like lighting energy now building up inside of its body.
Okay.
Okay. It's your turn.
I'd like to transform into a brown bear.
Into an owlbear, did you say?
Brown bear.
Yeah, go for it. Your body contorts and fully forms into the bulbous form of a like almost blue skinned or toned owlbear or brown bear.
And then I get to use multi-attack, yeah?
Yeah, you get to roll 2 attacks.
Okay, bite first. That's a 20 total, so 15 for 5.
That'll hit.
And 8 points of damage over the floor, of course, from piercing damage.
What was that for piercing? So give me the total.
It's 8 total piercing damage.
8 total piercing damage. As you bite over into its neck, you feel the electric energy kind of like spiking and pulsing off of it as like all of a sudden the charge kind of fills your teeth and you feel your jaw lock onto the neck and further bite into it.
And then with claws, I rolled a 14 attack.
14 to hit?
14 to hit.
It knocks you into the tree and shakes you off of it.
Okay.
So you miss. Okay, now it's its turn. It recharged its breath weapon, and you watch as it turns, and the lightning builds up in its mouth and shoots like one giant electric bulb of energy towards you, making me a dexterity saving throw.
I'm immune to lightning.
I think you are resistant. You're not immune. You also are in your bear form, so I don't think your resistance transfer.
I thought it did. I thought you told me it did.
Let me double check real quick. I don't think did I ever say that?
Yeah, because I remember talking about whether it could be funny that
I let you do the lightning thing because that was different, but I don't think I'm gonna let you keep the resistance.
Okay, fine.
because I think that's cool, but
Okay, I should have known that because I would have done it a little differently, but it's fine.
Yeah, unfortunately, you can't. What was it? You can't eat your cake in the or whatever. I don't know. Yeah, you can't have your cake and eat it.
It's a dexterity save, right?
It's a dexterity save.
20 total, 15 plus 5.
Okay, so you save, so you take half damage. 9. Okay, so you take 9 total points, halved. You got 19 damage, but it transferred into 9 points of lightning damage. As the electricity...
I'm making sure I'm tracking my bear form right now, so...
Singes, yeah, so you take 9 points as a bear. Singes part of your hair, and you can feel the smell of like burnt fur as like your body recoils from the damage, but you're able to just carefully dodge out of the way as you see the remainder of the ball pass through your body and destroy part of a tree.
Okay, well, I'd like to go attack it again.
Okay, go for it. I'm gonna roll for recharge. Didn't work. Roll your 2 attacks.
For bite, I got 9 total.
That is a miss. You watch as it ducks out of the wave and pounces downward, ready for its next attack.
For claws, I got 18 total.
8 total.
18.
18. That hits. So you are able to claw over at it as it's pouncing downward.
Okay, so I get 9 slashing damage off then.
9 slashing damage. Okay. You watch as the beast shakes the damage, and winces back, but then opens its eyes. Now you see the white pupils widen as it reaches out and bites towards you for both its attacks. And it's going straight for your neck. Both attacks hit. The first attack does 5 points of damage, and the second attack does 9 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
How's your bear doing?
11 HP.
You have what?
11 health.
11? Okay. Don't say unlimited. Anyways,
It's unlimited HP.
Okay. It's your turn.
The first time get picked up. Well, I'll attack again.
Okay. You now pull back your bare body as it bites over towards your neck. You take like the rest of your body and slam it down over to the ground, and then prepare to bite into it, as well as like digging your claws over into like the under part of its belly.
Bite was a 16 total.
That is a hit. As you successfully grab over, you feel like the neck muscles bracing and tensing as your teeth grab and pull into its neck.
And then it's 8 piercing damage.
Okay.
And I got a 21 for my attack on the claws.
That hits. So you dig your claws and you feel the nail ends of your sharp claw blades digging into its flesh through the scales and piercing into part of the under muscle of its belly.
I got a 14 for slashing damage. I just rolled really fucking well.
14 slashing damage, damn. Okay. Next up, let's reroll. Nope, doesn't refresh the breath weapon. It's gonna just fucking go for you. Now it's going slightly feral and is going to try and rip one of your part of your jaw off. That's a nat 20 and a 2, so the bite attack on your jaw is going to do 11 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
What?
I'm not a bear form.
Okay. You feel blood explode off to the side as all of a sudden you turn over and see the Drake like blood from your bear form dripping off of its teeth as it's now prowling towards you, no longer in bear form, as you feel your body revert back to its normal state. It's your turn.
I'm thinking, 1 second.
Okay. You see as it starts to prowl around you in a circle as you pull your blade up and start looking around, like carefully eyeing it. Both of you seem to be feeling the senses of almost like the hunt filling you, your blood beginning to boil even further, all of your body energized. You feel the cold blood, or not the cold sweat pouring out of your forehead, feeling just the small droplets as you also feel like your veins pulsing, your body heaving.
So does this creature take resistance to, can I assume that it takes resistance to lightning magic?
It's got blue scales, you don't know.
Really quickly, what would resistance be? I'm just curious.
Resistance would be it takes half damage to lightning.
Okay. I'd like to use Thunder Wave.
Okay. It's going to roll a save against you. What is the save?
It's a 13.
13, okay. It's going to roll a dex save. It has no modifier. I rolled a 14.
Motherfucker!
Alright, so it doesn't get pushed 10 feet away, but you still deal the damage. Tell me how much it is.
4 total.
4 total? Okay. You watch as the lightning pulses through it and its body hunkers down. You see the electric energy partially fills it, but doesn't hurt it as much as you would have hoped. It fully resists the thunder wave. It's now its turn. It's going to go over and try and bite your neck. Or not your neck. This time it's going to try and go directly towards your belly. It sees the soft part of your armor, and as it pounces at you... Okay, it rolled 2 14s. It has a +5.
I don't know. I'm 19.
What are you at for health, by the way?
28.
28, okay. First, you're taking 5 points of piercing damage, and then you take another 5 points of piercing damage, or bludgeoning damage. As it gouges towards you, you feel your armor barely holding it off as it's pouring through the small little gaps between your armor, attempting to tear through the remainder of your soft belly.
Okay.
You can see the blood pouring off of it, the various wounds, this slight scarring from the thunder wave, as it's looks almost getting feral, as though it's barely on edge, like it's barely standing.
Okay, well, I'm back to the Silver Longsword.
Okay, go for it.
I rolled an 18, so +5, 23.
That hits. Roll damage as you cleave into part of it. I'm also going to roll this. Okay.
I rolled an 8, so +2, so 10.
10. Okay. 10 points of damage. You watch as it electric energy fills it as you cleave into it. As it looks at you, and you see another ball of lightning form in its mouth. Roll me a dex save.
I got 17 total.
You beat it. It's not a hard DC. All right.
And I'm back in my other form, so I'm resistant now.
Yeah, so you took 19 points of damage, so halved to 9, so halved again to 4 lightning damage. So you take 4 points of lightning total. As it doesn't work on you fully, and you shake off the intense lightning energy. It is now your turn as it.
I rolled an 18.
That hits. You watch as it's looking at you. You see its eyes bearing into you, like you can feel it, like almost staring into your soul.
I'd like to go for the eyes, thank you.
Go for it.
I got an 8 total.
8 points of damage as you gouge one of its eyes out. And you feel like as your blade digs into it, it barely holds on and is, let's see, seeing the lightning isn't working and is just viscerally trying. Is going to grab and try and pull your blade out of your hand and then also turn to bite you. Which that's just a flavor way of saying it's going to attack. First attack is a 20. The second attack is a 6. So only one attack hits.
Okay.
You watch as it winces over and lunges itself into your body. You take 7 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
As it pounds into you and pushes you up against a tree.
I would like to go to the other eye now.
Okay. Roll an attack.
That's not good. That's a 10 total.
10 total to hit.
Yeah.
It dodges out of the way. Alright, it's gonna go over to try and bite your neck.
Wait, can I use a bonus action?
What is what?
Bonus action?
Yeah, sure, go for it.
Healing spirit.
Okay.
Oh, healing spirit.
Alright, go for it. How much do you heal?
3.
Okay, you heal 3 hit points. What are you at now?
10. I really needed that healing spirit.
Alright, let's see what I rolled. Oh, you got fucking lucky. I rolled an 11 and a 15. You only take 1 hit. Alright. I'm gonna roll...
11 and a 15 doesn't hit me.
No, 15 plus 5, so it's 20.
Oh.
Yeah, so, okay. I'm rolling a d8 plus 3. You have 10 hit points. If I roll a 7, you fall unconscious. And die.
I have 10 HP. How would a 7?
7 plus 3.
Oh.
Alright. Okay, I rolled a 6. Alright, you watch as it bites over and you can feel your innards almost being pulled out as it grabs and pulls on your stomach and tears through your armor. You're at 1 hit point. What do you do?
Okay. I'm gonna attack it.
Okay, roll to attack!
I got 15.
15 total.
Yeah.
You missed! As it...
Our spirit, hello, bonus action.
Okay.
4 out of 5 HP.
You got what?
5 HP.
Okay. It's gonna try and get you. No fucking way, Kaz, look at this shit. It got a 2 and a 4. You carefully put your blade in front of it and hold it back as it's trying to go and rip out your stomach's innards. Roll an attack or whatever you're gonna do. Okay, roll the hit.
I got a 1.
You got a 1.
I need healing spirit.
Okay, healing spirit.
5.
Okay, so you're at like 8.
No, I'm back up to 11.
Okay. It's gonna as it sees like the healing spirit's like trying to now take care of you as you're healing up. Alright, a 9 and a 17. So the one of them hits. So you watch as it is going to bite you. Let's see, you're at 11, right?
Yeah.
Alright, if I roll an 8, you fall unconscious. I rolled a 4. You get, 7 points of piercing damage. It tears over and bites your sword out of the way and is pulling over at your innards. Okay, roll to it. You better fucking roll to attack.
18. I did an 18.
You hit. Roll good.
I rolled another one. It's 3 damage again.
3. Okay, it's still going. Like you watch about its eyes, and it still is able to see you. It has blind sight.
I have 8 HP now.
All right, it's gonna try and bite you again. All right, I got a fucking 9 and a 3. You bat it out of the way with your sword.
God, somebody kill each other.
You watch as its neck is perfectly vulnerable.
Okay, I got a 20 to hit.
You hit. How would you like to do this? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It has one.
I want it off.
You what?
I cut off the fucking head.
All right. You pull your silver blade back as it, and you see lightning billowing its stomach as an electric ball is building up and ready. You pull your blade through, break into the neck muscle, break through the scaling, go into the bone, tear through the bone and muscle, and break back on the other side and march to the head, floats out, and flies up in the air. You see this dark, viscous energy, like blood pour everywhere as the body falls over to the side as you successfully have slain the Bane Hunter's beast.
Oh my god.
Holy fuck, I thought I was dead.
You were pretty close there.
Yeah, you're telling me?
All right. What would you like? So now, Vorbor, you are standing there covered in blood, barely alive, looking at the body of the beast you have slain. What do you do?
First, I dropped to my knees because holy fuck, I'm tired.
Okay.
And then second, I'm gonna go drink the blood.
Yeah.
You go straight to drink the blood?
Yeah.
Okay. As you put your lips over and begin to pool in your hands part of the blood, you sip it. You feel a sudden well of pain. Your body is racked with like contortions. You feel and look at your arms as all of a sudden your veins pulsate in this dark black sickly color. Your neck, you feel it pulling through your body, your neck, your legs. You're starting to feel it fill your chest. You can feel your heart filling as all of a sudden now your body begins to inflame and feel almost on fire. Your muscles contort. You can almost see your skin starting to bubble. Make me a con save.
That's not very interesting. I have a +1 to con. I got a 15 total.
15 total. Okay. You feel it consume your body as you are entirely racked with pain. And you fall unconscious. Alright, so it's the next day.
Daniel, after his first shot.
The first time I drank with you bitches, I was fine. No, I'm not lying. You know I'm not lying. You don't have to apologize. You can apologize for being wrong.
Oh.
But, you know. Alright. So, so everyone wakes up except for Vorbor in the morning.
Oh.
You guys notice that Vorbor's oversleeping?
Can I go poke his face?
Jay is also. Jay's like been like, I can't wake up Vorbor. And you see that Vorbor has like a cold sweat, and looks almost like sick in his
Dragons
sleep.
can sweat.
You know, just because they have scales doesn't mean they don't sweat.
So.
Yeah,
I mean, they're technically a reptile, aren't they?
You remember? You also had your dream, so don't forget that happened.
Yeah, so I'm a little nervous, and I'm like, oh. So I'm gonna. Actually, do I even have a water skin? No, I don't. I'm gonna go down to the cafeteria and
Okay.
ask for a tankard of water.
Okay. You go down and you watch
Wait.
to the cafeteria as he goes, "Of course, here you go!" And a magic tankard of water appears in your
Wait,
hand.
Daniel, before she goes, can I ask her if she can bring me a tankard of ale?
Of ale? It's
Yeah.
It's the
it's
morning.
morning.
You hear me in my sleep suddenly say, ale, ale.
No, he does not.
Yes. Okay.
And she rushes down to get us some water and ale for Blank. She rushes back up kind of fretfully, gives the ale to Blank, and then sits up Borbor, struggling to because I'm a skinny wizard and I'm lame. And I look like I'm about to just gently feed him the water, and then I just dump it on his face.
That's pretty accurate.
Yeah, no, I'm fine with that.
I'm
I'm okay with that.
Marin, as Alex cleans up the water all over his bed, and is going to go.
Does he wake up?
No.
Oh no. Does he have any sleeping conditions or night terrors?
I believe we told you about how he has some weird dreams sometimes. I think he's just having a little nightmare, though.
Okay.
Yeah. Sounds like a nightmare.
You see Vorbor's flesh start to bubble.
Okay.
Hey, I don't think he's dreaming. I don't think it's a vision anymore.
He watches the muscles start tensing, and he almost looks like he's starting to have a seizure.
Oh my god, okay, I pull out my herbalism kit to look for anti-seizure herbs!
Make a medicine check.
Alex, can you heal him?
Alex goes over and will cast Cure Wounds.
I got
And Alex will go, okay,
13 on that.
what are anti-seizure medication? What herbs would even help with that? I don't know. As Alex casts Cure Wounds, and you watch as Borbo's body tenses and heaves further and starts vibrating violently and starts shaking on the bed. And you see as like this black viscous liquid starts pouring out of his mouth.
That's gross.
Well, I don't think we can help with that.
As Alex is like, what? I don't and is going to try and cast Spare the Dying.
Should we get somebody?
Yeah!
I stick my head outside of the Borbor's door and I yell, help!
He watches two students walking by go, what?
Is there like a doctor or a cleric on the campus?
I mean, yeah, there's nurses over in the main building.
How far away is that?
It's like, I mean, you can see it. It's right there.
I'm gonna cast Sending I'm gonna think really hard about whoever is a cleric or a doctor or a nurse on campus. And I'm going to cast Sending and be like, help! Student, Blue Dragonborn, having seizure, throwing up everywhere, magic, I think, help.
Okay.
Can I ask the student?
Okay, so you got two of those and stopped at, in the...
It's 25 points.
Yeah.
That was 25.
I counted.
Okay.
Alright, so... Just to be sure, do you need to know the person?
I mean, Jester was able to send messages to people she never met.
No, she met those people.
I don't know.
Can I?
don't know, because they've just called random people before.
Like, they at least know the person's name. Let me double check real quick.
Can I ask the
A
student?
creature, or less to a creature with you are familiar.
Probably didn't work.
Yeah, you don't hear anything as goes.
Can I ask the students to send the nurse a message or a cleric a message that there's an emergency?
Make a persuasion check. They're like, we're going to class, man. I mean, like, wait, what? We don't even make a persuasion check. Sorry. What? Just to tell me what you say.
Can you tell the nurse that there's an emergency here?
I mean, I get. Wait, what emergency? Like,
Like someone's
I'm not a
possibly dying.
Oh shit. Okay, yeah, sure, man. As they run off over in the direction, you watch as Vormor is continuing to cough up blood, like this, like viscous, dark, inky liquid, and the room starts to now stench a little.
Oh.
Can I pick up the liquid and put it in a container of some sort?
Yes! Seriously? What the hell are you doing?
You do that, sure, okay.
Like, what the hell are you doing?
This might be useful in figuring out what happened.
I hate that makes sense.
Okay. As that is happening, Vorbor, you suddenly wake up, and you feel like you're drowning. You feel like someone poured a bunch of water in your throat.
I just dumped it on his face.
No, I'm talking.
Okay.
I'm talking about the viscous liquid in his throat.
Okay. Oh my god. Are you okay?
Is it gone from my throat? I don't know.
It is. You coughed it all up. It's yeah.
I think I'm fine.
You look over yourself and you see like your body is completely covered in like your bed's wet. Your body is covered in like this black viscous liquid.
Black liquid.
This shit. I wonder if... Oh, I think I know what we're doing.
Huh?
Really pissed off.
Horribly wondering, guys, okay?
Jeff over here sounding like he's in water while also playing in the game. Like, how do you sound like you're in water?
Wait, actually you? Or
Yeah, your mic is like real bad.
I don't really know what to do about that. I'll type in the general chat.
Okay. So, Jeff, you feel your body kind of like you move your wrist for a second, and you like notice that you're like, I don't know, you feel like very physically agile. Jeff, you can still unmute. It's still better to talk.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I kind of had a very odd dream where I saw my dad, William, that I've kind of told you guys about.
Oh.
And he's a part of this elite group of people called Blood Hunters, and asked me if I wanted to potentially do the same thing, and I said yes, and then I fought this really big, well, covered in black goo, like I kind of am, but I'm not actually.
That's ridiculous. That you can't. Well, I don't know.
Can I hand Vorbor the ale?
Thanks, man.
I roll my eyes. Oh my
Yeah.
God.
Where you feel very agile. You watch as Alex like drops like all of a sudden as he was getting like a flask ready with like some materials to help wake you up. He was like, oh well, and he almost drops it, and you catch it without even looking.
I think I'm a little bit more agile than I used to be as well.
Vorbor, yeah, no. Your strength is 15 right now, right?
It is 12.
12. Your strength increases to 15.
See that? Okay. So you guys, I'm gonna go take a shower, I think.
Yeah, as you look at yourself and you're covered in like this gross smelling black ichor.
You guys go. I'm gonna go take a shower, I think.
Do you mind cleaning the rest of the room
Weird.
once you're
Yeah,
done?
you know, I'm not touching that.
I'll take care of it when I get back from the shower.
Marin, do you know prestidigitation?
Of course I do. And-
Oh wait, you could just clean it up then.
Okay, yeah, sure. And I sweat a little, and I try to use Druidcraft to clean.
Let me see if Druidcraft can do that.
Absolutely cannot.
There might be a possibility. Who knows? Okay. You watch as like a flower appears.
Ta-da!
I don't
Wait,
think that's
what?
what you're.
A flower.
I guess the room smells better.
I don't smell the difference, to be honest.
Wait, did it spawn in the black liquid?
Did it?
How did he-
Did what?
The flower, did it?
The flower.
Did it what?
Did it spawn in the black liquid?
No, it just popped in the air.
Is
Oh,
it
okay.
floating? Wait,
No, it fell down onto the black
what kind
liquid.
of flower is it?
It's a sunflower.
Boring.
Well, what mood are you in right now, Marin?
Stressed out.
So, like, what's the...
It's probably a dandelion.
Does
dandelion?
anyone know the language of flowers? I don't. At least not by heart.
What I should know.
No, you don't. No, you don't.
I mean,
Me and
No,
Phoebe does not know the language of flowers.
Well, actually, I
Um,
kind of actually do speak the language of the flowers.
all right. I will just I don't really have anything to clean this up with, so I will just leave it to Vorbor.
Okay.
Let the dragon clean up his mess.
I mean, I didn't necessarily choose to make the mess. I had no fucking clue this
You
was gonna happen.
existed and the mess was on top of you. It's just how it's gonna be.
it kind of came out of your
Alright.
mouth, so I don't want to touch it. More
Yeah,
than I
some-
already have.
Yeah, no.
I mean,
Um,
I'm not gonna lie. You had
Tanner,
to
you're holding
in order to
on
get
to
it in the vial.
I already have to clean up after an old man. I'm not cleaning up after a dragon.
Okay, well, I'm gonna go shower first.
Does that question? Are you implying like Blake uses diapers with that? Is that
Wait, what?
No,
Are you-
it's a joke since
I don't think that's what it was.
Imagine he's 900 years old. Does he really have good bowel movements? Okay.
No.
I mean, I can fight. I'd assume so.
Nah, Blake always has like a little bit that comes out while he's fighting.
Okay.
Is that canon? Canon.
Oh my
That's a
god.
canon. Anyways, what would you guys do? As Vorbor's cleaning up.
I'm gonna just.
We still can't leave, right?
Professor Inkstead said not to leave without at least talking to him.
God damn it.
He advised against just leaving.
I'm gonna wait outside of the showers for Borbor to come out.
Okay.
Can I go to the library?
You're waiting outside the shower, and I'm like, why are you waiting outside the shower?
Okay.
Well.
I've got nothing. I'll just follow Blink.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I wait for Borbor to be done being naked.
Vorbor asks,
Well, you said you had a dream about your father. I also had a weird dream last night.
Okay.
About a father, I think. And I don't know, I feel like I should tell you that. Because it's weird that it happened to both of us at the same time.
Okay. Okay. Well, I'm gonna go shower, so I'll be back in a minute.
Okay.
alright, Vorbor, you shower.
Wait, I thought she talked to you after you got out of the shower.
No, don't be before the shower wondering why she's waiting outside the shower.
Well, I'm not gonna just stalk you there. I'm gonna be sneaky about
Oh, I guess roll stealth. Keeping Tom vibes.
No! She's not who I am.
Alright, anyways.
14. Do you see?
Formal, what's your passive perception?
Yeah.
Jeff, what's your wisdom what's your perception modifier? He just said he was actually okay. I don't think he sees you. But anyways, as you guys are walking towards the paper spire, you see a group of 3 nurses with a stretcher running in the direction of the doors. Move, move, move!
Oh no.
They are moving in the direction of the apartments.
Damn shame.
Wait, who sees this?
You two, Blank and Evie, or Blank and Arashi.
I'm intrigued. Blank, you want to go follow this stampede?
Sure. Let's go.
Okay, let's go follow them.
Okay, you follow it back. You watch as they are going up to your room.
Oh,
What?
This is probably because I told the students that there's a possibility of someone dying.
No, what? Well, you did what?
Well, I kind of wanted them to get the nurse
At the
quick,
door.
because you know.
I thought I was sneaking away.
No, it wasn't. It was from nurses who were at the door who were like, "Hello, we heard there was an emergency."
Blank, go tell them to fuck off.
There's no emergency anymore.
Are you sure?
Yeah, it's fine.
What happened?
Oh no!
Don't let them in. Huh.
He was just really, really hungover.
Yeah, he puked a lot.
You really don't want to come in here. You really don't.
Make a deception check.
Wait, how are we lying?
30, 20.
He wasn't hungover.
Oh, okay, fine.
They rolled a 17 and 10. Very, very well. Well, if there's any other problems, let us know.
Okay, thank you.
And they go back down. Jeff, are you back?
No, I'm pretty sure he's dead.
Okay. So you guys followed that. Do you want to go back to the library now?
I do.
I
Okay.
follow Blank. I got nothing to do right now.
Alright, Evie, you just fucking vibe. You're just going with it.
I'm literally just vibing. I really don't care.
I mean, what does Evie? What like does Arashi have any? Is Arashi just like, I guess we're here now?
Yes, I literally have no reason. Like this is a fucking school. What do I have to do here?
I don't know. Arashi's never gone to school.
And I don't care enough.
Okay. As Blank, you go back into the paper spire. What are you looking for?
Can I search for River Oea? Or
Yeah, you're looking for any information on River,
yeah,
or are you looking for him?
I'm looking for any information related to him.
All right, roll me an investigation check.
Okay. Oh, I forgot to bring up reroll. That's what happened. Sorry, just one sec. Is that Jeff?
No, that was me.
Oh,
I don't know, Jeff, are you back?
oh what? That was not the thing.
You rolled a what?
Don't look in table. Accidentally did the wrong thing. I got a dirty 20, I think.
Okay, wait, did you roll a 1 or did you place 100 gex?
I rolled an 18 and then added 2.
Okay. So you got a 20. Okay. I don't know what he did.
What? You told me to roll.
No, I was confused about what you said. You got a 1-4. I was like, what?
Oh, I didn't say one.
Okay. Well, you find that River OL was a former fortune speaker who had come to the capital and told the grand fortunes of the greatness of King Xertax. And therefore was given, with proving his skill at tending to all of his political enemies, gave him a seat that he's sat on for the past 15 years as the Archmage.
Okay.
While you're doing, that's going to be a while, so you're doing that research. Vorbor, you get out of the shower and Marin's sitting there.
Side note, Daniel, my dad
Yeah.
was one I was yelling at. I told him about it. He was like, "That's a fair reason to yell."
For which part?
HP.
Oh yeah, when you were literally about to die. Yeah, I would have killed you there too. You guys would have found Vorbor dead there, and
I know.
I
know,
was
I feel.
thinking about that. I was like, okay, so what happened if he like actually died in a dream? Do we just like try to wake him and he just isn't alive? Is that how it's
yeah,
gonna
no,
happen?
he would just be a corpse.
Damn,
Oh.
that would have been very sucky to wake up to.
So
Yeah.
lucky I remembered about healing
This is
more
what
early.
happens when
Like,
you're
what the
like,
fuck?
Daniel, I want to be a blood hunter. Like fucking.
Wait, no, question, right? If he died, would we have assumed that it was because of a dream, or did we think someone killed him? Like, would it be like obvious wounds or something?
I mean, what you would do is you would find Vorbor went to sleep and then was dead in the morning, with no visible sign of murder.
That's offended. Wait, is that the blood hunter? That's the thing for the blood hunter?
I just made it up. I figured what would work best for what Jeff wanted. Anyways,
Okay.
Continuing on, you see Marin is sitting outside of the shower.
Hi.
So what's up, Marin? What do you want?
Well, it's just, don't you think it's weird that we both had dreams about father figures, fathers last night on the same night, and I barely know you?
Well, what was the name of your father?
I don't know his name. He didn't tell me.
What can you tell me about him?
I mean, not much other than that he is a powerful wizard. I've never met him. I was adopted because supposedly he's like extremely dangerous. But who can say for sure? You know, I don't have any context. He was nice, or in my dream.
Did he give you any kind of name at all?
He said I could call him E. I mean, but I'm not even sure if that guy is my father because he said some other guy. I'm sorry, this is so super oversharing. I'm sorry.
Okay, you said his name was E, and you think he's a dangerous wizard.
Well, I know that my father. Well, okay, let me just explain this to you pretty quickly. I was adopted in a small village. My mother and father found me on their doorstep with a note from someone who claimed that my parents were dangerous wizards. But that's all I've ever heard, so it may or may not be true, and the person in my dream could have been my father, or just a different dangerous wizard that goes by the initial E. I know that was a
I
lot.
think this should be a group meeting.
No, I don't want anyone else to know.
I'm just gonna put context clues together. So, do you remember the name of the dude that's really evil that we're trying to stop?
Well, yeah, Epis, but that's ridiculous. It can't be the same person. There's only 26 letters in the alphabet. There's a lot of very common elven names that begin with the letter E.
What did he do in the dream?
He taught me a spell. So why would the E word that hates you all and you're trying to stop be helping you? That doesn't make sense. I've thought about it. Trust me. I don't think it's the same person.
Okay, but what if it is, and he's just trying to get your trust?
Well, I don't trust him very much, clearly, if I'm telling you about it.
Yeah, you're not wrong, but it's just I'm very uneasy about a elf of some kind coming into a dream and telling someone a new spell and saying their name is E. That you can just call them E because it's almost like they know your full name and you don't want to give them the full name.
I mean, that is true. Oh, he also told me something else.
What else?
Oh no, he didn't tell me that. Never mind. I'm stupid. But when I was trying to do research about who he could be, the Garden of Toronto kept popping up. So. I was trying to do research when I snuck into the restricted section, and the Garden of Toronto kept popping up with this powerful Eladrin wizard, you know? We could try there if you want to stop Epis, if you think they're the same person.
I guess it'd be a good place to look. I would be very hesitant of what you tell him about the party, if you ever see him again in the dream.
I'm not going to tell him anything about the rest of you. And besides, it's not like he asked. He didn't ask any of you. No offense.
I'm just gonna say it. If it is Epis, he knows.
I don't think it is Epis.
I'm sorry. I am the one that has all these dreams of like terrible things to come, and that just sounds like a terrible dream to come. That you're being told.
I just think that if he had that ability to talk to you in your dreams, he would have been messing with all of you for months.
Fun point of order, elves also cannot generally experience the dream spell. Most traditional ways of speaking in your sleep are not able to work on elves because they don't sleep.
I know.
Do I know this information?
No.
Would I?
You.
Okay, yeah. So Marin will remember, oh, it's really weird because it's not like he could have made me dream by casting a spell anyways. Because the dream spell doesn't really work on elves because we don't really, dream. I don't know.
I'm sorry, what did you just say that you guys can't get actual dreams, technically?
Well, no, because elves don't really sleep. I know, I certainly don't. Studying it.
Are we really not throwing up a big old red flag right now?
You do get visions.
Look, I know what you're saying. Believe me, I know, but just trust me to not do anything stupid, okay?
Okay. Just let me know if something else happens.
Okay, but don't tell anyone else, okay?
I won't.
Alright. I don't like airing my dirty laundry.
It's okay. I should probably go back to my room and clean it up. It probably smells a lot.
Probably, yeah, we should do that.
Okay.
Okay. Where are you guys going to?
Head back to the dorms.
Okay. You guys head back to the dorms. As you guys return, you see Alex is sitting there currently going through his books.
Hi, Alex.
Hi.
Borbor's okay, so.
Oh, okay, good. Yeah, my spells weren't working on you, so I didn't really know what was wrong. You seem a little bit stronger. I don't know, just keep pushes on your mouth. You notice that your muscles are a little bit more, pronounced.
No, I definitely am in the best shape of my life, I'll put it that way.
I was just sort of sitting here. I got a message.
Oh.
From River.
Oh.
From who?
He said
Dark Mage.
He informed me that Morgana has recovered. and wants to speak with us. Over at her place at the Papers Fire.
Oh, we
The
should
office.
get going.
Yeah, we should probably let everyone know.
Where are Blank and Arashi?
They went to the library, so we'll meet them there.
Okay, that's perfect. Let's go.
Okay, you guys head over to the library.
Your room is cleaned, yeah.
Oh, you might want to take care of that when we come back.
Okay.
Okay, you guys move over to the direction of the Papers Fire. As you guys enter, Blank and Evie, you guys make me just a perception check. You guys are going to eventually find each other. I don't have to make you do rolls for it. You guys see the rest of your party show up.
Have I made it to my room yet?
You went back to the dorm. That's where Alex was. You could have gone to your dorm room if you wanted to.
Okay, I'd like to at least put on some clothes, thank you.
He was naked during that whole conversation.
I had a towel.
Oh,
I had my towel, that was it.
man.
I
It
mean,
was
what
just
did
one.
you expect?
Borbor was just one towel.
In character, Aaron is just like, what was like the whole time, just like very staring at his face, trying not to stare at anything else. Very embarrassed.
Borbor has very good abs.
I wear 8 layers of clothing for a reason.
You guys will never. It's sort of like looking at like Billie Eilish outfits. Like you'll never be able to tell like what.
You'll never be able to tell what's under there.
Yeah. So as you guys approach, Blank and Evie, you guys see the rest of your party show up. Jay sort of like, hey, I was looking at the star maps.
What do you find, buddy?
I found more stars. There's a lot of.
What are we up to now?
I think I counted to 40.
Hey, that's pretty high.
We might get to 41 later. Okay. So Blank, do you talk to them at all?
I asked what's up.
Alex, you explain it.
We got a message from Morgana. She's recovered and she wanted to speak to us. Over in our office.
Ooh, hopefully she finished the books.
I feel as though they'll probably be a little more secure after there was an attack on campus.
Hopefully.
You also look and notice a sign that says materials, like that basically notes that materials went missing, and that they are putting a reward for the person who stole the materials from the restricted
I
section.
wonder who that's for.
It is a 200 gold piece reward.
Can I try it?
What were I forget the things you stole.
I stole 2 scrolls
In the book, right?
in the book. I don't.
It lists those there as the thing stolen.
Can I ask Maren if she's done with the scrolls?
Do you know what a scroll does? No, I'm not done with the scroll.
Also, point of order that I made a mistake. When you learn from a spell scroll, it is used.
I haven't copied them yet.
I know. Anyways, as you guys move towards Morgana's office, you see River and her currently talking, kind of like whispering to each other. As they open and River goes, "Oh, I see you've arrived. Come, sit. And you watch as he waves all 5 of his fingers, and the chairs in the room move in that direction over towards the desk.
I
And
greet
Morgana.
him in halfling.
What do you say?
The standard halfling greeting. It's like good day.
Good day to you too. Well,
With an accent, even in his native language.
I mean, I guess in that one would be good to see you. Good to talk to you too. Did you have dinner?
No, I haven't eaten today, actually.
That's not good for your diet.
Look, it's been a stressful morning.
That makes sense. Well, anyways, as you guys go back into common, me and Professor Morgana have been talking, and Professor Inkstead has informed me and her upon the details of what occurred at the church.
What about it?
I've been made aware there is a secret library down there that you guys have discovered.
Can I say it seemed to be mostly legal documents?
I'd like to hit blank and say, what library?
Alright, you watch as River is gonna make an insight check on that bullshit. Alright, he rolled a 26. Borbor, no. I'm aware of the context of what happened, as all of your surface thoughts appear to be following that.
No.
Don't know what you're meaning? No idea what you're talking about?
So, to make this clear, the church has been putting a higher security detail around the secret library. Professor Inkstead informed me of the documents and how they don't seem to have any clear association with the church, so I can't directly do anything about that. However, I do have enough sway with the right testimony and getting the right set of allies that an investigation could be performed. You also informed Professor Inkstead of the fact that you thought one of the church figures was involved with the attack on Morgana, right?
Yeah.
Just making sure I had that right. Cool. Now, I've also been informed that they might be involved in the attacking of Morgana, which Morgana goes, and I'm very interested in that part as well.
I think you really are.
So, there is a dinner party in about 2 days' time that will be hosted by King Zertax and the Viahos officials, as they are currently bringing troops down as he snaps his fingers and a crystal ball appears in his hand and shows you vision of Leviathos troops entering the city of Ernalta.
Is it happening right now?
Yes, no, they arrived about a day ago. This is a recording or recollection of memory that I'm displaying for you.
Really cool, but also this is terrible.
This is in order to deal with the conflict between Dracona Signal and some of the individual groups over in Orcrest who are blocking trade. Church officials are going to be at this event, as well as many other political figures, so this would be a most opportune time to gather information, as well as to essentially suss out any other details. I, of course, will be in attendance, as well as Professor Inkstead and Professor Morgana. We would want you all to come as well.
Huh?
To be able to further suss out the situation.
What?
We are allowed guests, and I am the Archmage, so the king will have no problem with my special friends entering, and I could use some extra eyes.
Why do you think this is a good idea, essentially, again, considering that the two people that we attacked kind of know exactly who we are?
Yeah.
I was informed of one of the individuals. Their father will be there, and I'm sure they will be happily quiet to not to let their father know they were performing illegal activities against the state of Ernalta. In addition, I'm plenty well informed enough to inform the king if there's any other problems. With the church individual, specifically Priestess Malor has been under some investigation and suspicion. As long as you all are not jovial and not at all doing anything illegal at the party, there should be no problems.
How do we make sure that you're the right person we're talking to and not an imposter of some sort?
I've been informed that your friend knows the spell magic. And Alex goes, I am. I know counterspell. I don't know dispel magic, but River goes, I would say that if I did have any ill intention, I would have probably killed Morgana by now and been off with it. I don't also think.
I'm more worried about the party because we're probably going to lose you at some point, and then there might be two of you, and we won't know which one.
Well, if there's two of me, there would be quite the problem. I don't think you should be worried about that at a high-profile party. There will be plenty of protection in the space.
Okay. I'm gonna trust.
I'll look over at Evie.
If there was two of us, then that would be another problem. As long as you don't do anything wrong, which from what I can tell, you have broken some laws, but I'm not going to downplay how getting information in ways that might be above the law isn't logical. The church has been a problem recently, and if they were indeed involved with part of the attack on my friend Morgana, I would like to seek a way to avoid it from ever happening. And Morgana goes, and I have quite the ability also to suss out information as well. So, if any of you seem uncomfortable with the party atmosphere, I would be happy to assist. In addition, I would be utilizing the spell Seeming to ensure that you are guests of mine. You can each make whatever identity you wish to include. Or if you think that you can avoid being caught, go as yourselves.
Okay.
Basically, he goes, I would cast the spell Seeming on us, and I have certain protections against the magic of the space, so I would be able to ensure that it is not easily dispelled.
Okay, I guess that's...
That this is a great honor, and we should all accept.
You will be seeing some of the highest officials within the kingdom. Lord Baron Roverdark Malerios will be there. Multiple priests and priestesses, as well as the Cardinal, Ormar Pridgham, will be there.
Will the headmaster of the Gixon Northwind School be there?
Right, of course.
I think we should all go! I think it would be a vital service to this kingdom for all of us to attend.
Man, what are you thinking of doing?
Nothing. I'm just going to come and look absolutely fabulous, and he's going to see me there.
I'm saying as Daniel.
Fuck that guy. It's like you when you dress really, really well to go to a party when you know your ex is gonna be there. That's the energy.
Okay. Very well. We'll also be having multiple officials from the Leviathos Federation. And I've informed that Dosha Allengard was one of the individuals I interacted with.
Yes.
She is one of the ones that I would keep in attention.
Yeah.
But
the one that sent us to the library.
What was that?
Wasn't she the one that sent us to the library?
He was, yes.
Yes.
She's probably the one that made Alex cast Fireball, too.
Potentially.
That's an interesting jump, Blank.
I don't think that's that far of a reach, though.
Personally...
Joshua Allengard, to my knowledge, is not much of an arcanist.
Yes, but it is very possible to have access to a spell that charms someone into doing something without being an arcanist.
Well, she does have some arcane ability, but I've never known her to be capable enough to control another person.
I mean,
She can know someone that knows
Kind of
how.
sounds like she can hide stuff.
enchantment magic is powerful even for beginner spells. Especially if it catches you off your guard.
Perhaps. Well, nonetheless, within 2 days' time, I will be returning with you all. We shall go to the main castle of the city for the main event.
Sounds lovely.
You said the main
All will need to have good wear. So, are any of you going as yourselves?
I mean, my name doesn't carry a whole lot of weight in this city. I think I can go as myself.
Very well.
reason why I
I
asked him to go with myself. I'll blend right in.
What was that?
I'll blend right in for once in my life.
I've also been informed that Priestess Malore will not be there, which is a very good import, so you are able to go as yourselves.
Good.
One of the individuals also to look out for is Marshal Volavand.
Who's that?
In my inner circles, I have been hearing some strange words. Where is it? Okay, it's not there. I happen to have a few... Oh, is that me?
No, that was blank.
I happen to have a few different people I know within the city that are able to inform me of these things. Marshal Volambond appears to be having very strange movements across the city, so it would be keen if maybe one of you could keep an eye out.
What's his name?
Marshal Volbond.
Is he a human or?
No, he is a dragonborn, blue dragonborn male. Or sorry, no, a red dragonborn male.
What's his title?
He is a priest. He's a priest of the Church of not Malora.
Well, this makes a lot more sense than he's been acting on.
What?
I mean, just in general, we it just makes sense that he's been acting on if he's a part of the church.
Yeah.
Well, yes, but I have no clear evidence to do anything about it.
They need evidence, and that's where we come in.
We'll keep an eye out.
I can't simply just capture a high church official and question them. That is not how things are done. I don't know where you all come from, but here we can't simply just attack somebody.
You know, that's quite a drastic change from my childhood.
War in the past, biting through an animal's neck. Good job, son! Anyways, with that in mind, he puts down a coin purse of 5 gold, or not 5 gold, 10 gold for each of you, and says, I would request also each of you go and get some wares that are appropriate for a party such as this.
Yes.
Hey, my hat shop can actually go online.
Don't we have like a shit ton of hats?
I have 25 feet of burlap.
Oh no.
That.
You know what burlap looks like, right?
Yeah, I do.
Because I'm afraid burlap's not really going to be an appropriate material utilized for outfits. It's such a high esteem party.
That is true, but if the hats look great, people will buy.
Where would he get such attire?
I would recommend going out of the district. I have requested permission for this event. You should be careful, though. Priestess Malore could have many officials moving around, and without my protection, it could be dangerous. Siobhan's Illustrious Specialty Store.
How far is that?
It is very close to the school. It is about a maybe 30-minute walk down.
Okay.
Can I just ask how big the doors are to the party area?
The doors to the entry of the castle, or to?
I know.
What's the smallest door that
No.
I'm a bit confused. What are you asking about?
The dimensions of the doors.
The
leading
height,
into the area.
specifically. The height.
Wear a very tall
Probably
hat.
the main entry door, or which door?
Whatever the
All of
smallest
the
door is on the
above.
route to the party.
Probably 12 feet tall.
12 feet?
Yes,
Okay.
if I'm estimating.
Okay. I mean, I'll just cut it down like a foot or two. Should work.
What the hell are you talking about?
All right. What are you actually thinking?
Don't
you
tell
remember the
him.
Doug Dimmadome hat?
What?
You
The
remember the Doug
Dimmadome.
Dimmadome?
I'm sorry, I can't hear you over them talking over each other.
Doug Dimmadome hat? Like the 10-foot tall hat?
understood. Yeah, he goes. Right. Well, I mean, you might just want to take the hat off. Anyways, as he doesn't, he reads your mind. And goes like, no, just take the hat off if you're going. If you show up with that hat, you might be removed. There are certain courtesies that you have to culturally perform under. The traditions in Draconic Signal are we're not quite as accepting of strange attire such as a 10-foot tall hat.
Okay, that's fair, but I'm gonna use this as an excuse to make one.
Just think of if you are meeting the most important person in your life, and how would you dress for that? Respectfully.
Okay, so probably no diamonds.
With that in mind, I shall bid myself adieu. Morgana, if you would wish, perhaps you might be able to further help them out in any way. I'll no answer questions. I will see you all later. If you need any further information, feel free to message me.
Oh, wait, before he leaves, can I...
Yes?
Wait, Daniel, you know
Yes?
that piece of paper that I got, the legal paper that was about the Leviathos Federation agreement contract thingy?
Yes.
Does it have handwriting on it and any notes on it?
It does have some handwriting on it. Circling and kind of notes. Most of the notes seem to be highlights.
Can I tell him I took a piece of paper that seemed real important from the secret library?
Would you like to show it to me?
Yeah. And then I show it to him.
He looks at it. Let me double check his specs real quick.
Can I also tell him that they were researching other blue dragonborns and more legal matters?
Legal matters of what sort?
To me it seemed like, or to us it seemed like they were looking for a loophole where the king had an illegitimate son which would void the contract.
He looks at it and goes, "Oh shit. That's not good. Well, I can't divine anything off of this material here. I don't see any distinct handwriting. I am going to go back to my tower and see what I can do to find about this. Okay. All right. He teleports out of the room. And you all are sitting there as Morgana's like, so, I think you had questions for me. I read this book you gave me.
I thought I gave her 3, did I not?
You gave her, I think, only the black one.
I swear I gave her all 3.
You gave her all 3. I will get here. It goes, actually, she goes, it's a bunch of, unreadable words. You have to be really... it was really hard to sort out. What I could find is that if you cast a spell into it, like Identify, or you have to cast a spell into it in order for it to work. I am not an Arcanist in practice beyond some minor spells, so I'm not really able to do much with this.
I thought you were a professor.
I am a professor here. I don't teach any classes particularly on how to cast spells. I am a professor that deals in history and discovery. I teach history of magic and war, magical history of Draconis Nil, introductory magic theory. I can teach you how magic works, but I am not necessarily a prestige individual to perform it.
Sorry, what spell did she say I need to cast on the book?
I'm not sure.
Oh, okay, she doesn't know.
I wasn't able to get far enough in to be able to understand much. What I could figure out is that it seems to be discussing a bunch of old Arcanists.
Is it what's the group name for the thing? The wizards we're looking for?
The Sanctum of the Eight Realms. It doesn't... Yeah. It goes into various figures in the past, like before the Convergence. Pre-Convergence era individual.
Okay. Probably not that. That was the Black Room? The Black Book?
The Black Book.
Okay.
That's all, as far as I could get with the time I had.
Right, okay.
Someone make me an intelligence check.
Who do you want to make the intelligence check?
Okay, Marin's doing it.
I'm doing it because I'm smart.
Can I check if she's deceiving?
Well, that was a natural 1.
Alright.
So I got a 5.
Alright, anyone else want to roll? Marin, you go.
Can I roll?
I could take that class.
Oh, I wish I could take magical theory. But this school is classist.
I'll roll.
Okay, roll for it. Okay.
13 total.
I'm stupid.
Okay, what was it, more?
13 total.
Okay, the DC was 5, and you guys,
Wow, I got a 4, little shit.
5.
You got a 5.
It was a natural
Alright,
1.
if anyone got a 5,
I rolled the 9 plus 4.
Wasn't Epis Theolod pre-convergence?
I got 21. I think he was.
Yeah, she's
100% he was. 100% he was.
What do you say anything?
IRL.
I'd like to say something, yes.
Oh, the book did mention someone by the name of Epis Theolod. But I'm having a little bit of trouble finding any further information inside of it.
Can we tell? Should we tell her?
Can I explain this one? I feel like I've explained it enough.
Can you tell us anything about Epis Theolod? Do you know him? Of him?
He's a person in the book. Yeah, I mean, he's a former arcane figure like many who were part of magocracies.
Yes, but do you know, like, anything about him personally? Like, is he, depicted any art? What does he look like?
I couldn't find anything in the book for that. I'd be happy to do some research about it.
That would be...
Can I something for her?
Yeah.
Sorry. How old would he be if he was still alive right now?
Oh. Well, pre-convergence was at least almost 900 years ago, so at least that old, minimum. Potentially could be millenniums.
Oh, wow. I mean, not even elves live that long.
That's probably not good for us.
I mean, no, not in practice. I mean, I have heard of some liches who have lived for a very long time, but...
He's not a lich, though, that's the thing.
He doesn't seem like a lich, yeah.
I mean,
He cracked the code.
Liches don't necessarily have to show themselves as a lich. if that's what you're saying. Did you find some art or depiction of him? Why are you asking me all these questions about him?
Oh,
We might have met him.
Aren't you? Okay, wait.
You met a pre-convergent wizard.
No one else met him except for me. No one else met him except for me. Question.
You met a pre-convergent fliver? She pulls out a
Aren't you Morgana?
She pulls out a Tell me,
He's gonna be much
Phoenix,
help if you kill him.
Will you let me talk? Aren't you one of the protectors of the Sanctums of the Realms?
No, I'm just a.
I think that was River.
I'm an archaeologist in practice, but I'm a professor.
Wait, who's the Sanctum of the Realm?
River,
River.
the
That's
archmage
River.
of the place, the kingdom we're in.
Is River still here?
That's River OL.
Is River still here?
No, River teleported away.
Oh, wait. I should have asked him about this before.
I didn't realize it. Oh.
Yeah.
I can call him right now.
Please
Can we
call
get
him.
Morgana to call him, actually? Because I think that'd be...
We can
I
always,
think he'd be more likely to listen to her.
I need you to call him. I need you to tell him that we have information about Epis.
okay.
I mean, surely he must have heard of a Lundy, though. If he's one of the people that we're looking
I
for.
remember we were the ones that were supposed to come and let him know.
Wait, sorry?
Remember we rode on the Golden Dragon.
Yeah.
The copper dragon.
And he brought us here, and then Morgana got attacked, so we didn't get to
Lesser
talk to her.
riddle.
And then we got to this church and blew shit up.
We got a little sidetracks about not telling him.
So, do you want me to call him or not?
Get Morgana to call him.
Yeah, Morgana would be... I think he's more likely to listen to her.
Past sending, she came over and talked to me. I just informed somebody else to let him know I was okay.
Okay. Everyone, I will call River, and you can tell him about this episthelod and all of that, okay? And Mary will sending Archmage. That's one word. We forgot to tell you important information. Pre-convergence wizard episthelod.
If he's an Archmage, he doesn't need the technical information. He just needs to hear the words Theolod and danger. That's it.
Or you say emergency
Right.
information.
Man,
You need to come here now.
Marin, what do you know about episthelod?
Hi, yes. Okay, so this is... I'm
He came into the room and go, I'm so...
He's back.
Yes? Yep. You
I'd like to tell you a story really
I'm
quick.
sorry, what about episthelod? Why do you know about him?
We may have met him.
Okay. Like,
Sorry.
I'm the
Sorry.
one that... I'm the one that had the dream of crazy rainbow eyes chasing after Elundi.
I mean, technically we all met him, didn't we?
Wait, you also know...
No, we all met Elundi. We haven't all met Theus Epilon. I'm the only person that has a dream about him.
Oh, I thought we were
Okay,
talking
I'm
about
sorry,
Lundy.
this is a lot. Right. Shit. What do you mean you had the dream about him?
I had a dream of him taking the lives of 8, I'm guessing all of the Archmages, because when we talked to Elundi, he said that every single race in my dream was an Archmage. Essentially taking their life force and then breaking out of the realm that he's in.
Oh, that's funny. No, that's not possible.
Elundi sent us here.
Orlandi is an old coot. Orlandi is very irrational. Me and him, oh my god. He is very paranoid about Episthelod. There's no way Epis would be coming back.
Then tell me why I had this dream of him breaking out.
Have you
I'm
checked?
sure he has some magical power to get through. He's a very knowledgeable person, but he would have come back by now, I'm sure. He is a He gave us the one ritual that could keep him away. There's no possible way he can come back. We made sure of that.
You want me to tell you how he was able to take the life force?
Sure.
So while he's chained up, he sends out 8 purple chains and shoves you guys into a wall while he's locked away in this hallway that's 15 feet wide, I think, and like 40 feet tall with white marble pillars. And I'm sitting in a pool of like silver water watching this. And the 8 chains go out and hook onto each and every single creature in the room besides me, and shoves them up against the wall. And I see this red life force drain into everybody, or draining from everybody into him.
Vorvor. Okay. One of the ways that Epistelod was able to transfer his knowledge to us was to forcibly put it through our bodies.
Huh?
This sounds like it was a similar memory. I think perhaps you saw an image of the past.
Then why did I see 8 corpses lie on the ground and him look at his brain while I was going through a portal?
A vision of what Epis wanted you to see. But I don't think you understand. He can't break out.
How long has it been?
How can you be so sure that he can't break out?
This ritual is older than him. It was taught to us by one of the oldest members of the circle.
One, he told us that he created it himself because he knew that eventually he would go mad.
Yes, he did.
And didn't you say that he was... And isn't he more knowledgeable than you with that? About the spell itself and any way of getting out?
He's certainly one... Well,
I mean, he's the most valuable arcanist in the world.
Archmage, when you say he forcibly puts knowledge into people, what do you mean by that?
Well, the level of a difficulty to have a spell put in your... To learn a spell takes a lot of time and studying.
Of course.
Epis knew a way to expedite the process, but your body would undergo the strain of the effort. So you could nearly die having a high-level spell being thrown into your head.
What about a low-level spell?
Learning process. And it's sort of a sore subject I would prefer not to discuss. I am telling you now, he will not be coming back.
But what if, while he's locked up, and I trust you that he can't escape from that, can he still do that?
I have not had him appear in any of my dreams. I would not know, but he certainly does not have any way to majorly affect the world around him.
Okay, but what would you consider a major effect?
Perhaps he could speak to someone. I do not know how far that goes.
How can okay. I have one question.
As far as apparently the dream that you described, but
I have a question though for you.
yes.
So you were taken as a child, yeah?
Huh?
Well, that's a rude question.
Okay, no, it's a general question because Orlando told us about it.
Who is he asking?
I'm asking Rip.
Yes. I was taken off this. I was adopted by Epis as a child.
How can we be so sure that you're not just... I want to believe what you're saying about him not being able to break out. It's just, I have had dreams in the past that came true, and I'm scared this is one that's also going to come true. You could say that I have the unfortunate gift of foresight and dreams of great...
As a divination wizard myself, I can tell you with confidence that I do not believe there is any way that Epis is going to be able to come back.
Okay.
Now, we're going to end the subject there.
Wait,
Hypothetically, if let's say you are right and he doesn't escape, but let's say he does escape, if somehow possible, what would happen?
Epis cared for the preservation of magic. I would imagine he would do many great and horrid things to ensure that it would never disappear. Him being locked away is probably his greatest fear.
would you say that from his prison, Epis cannot do that ritual in which he injects magical knowledge into people? That would be beyond his capability, as you would see. And if he had the ability to do that, would you be concerned?
I would be concerned, but I don't believe he would ever have that power.
Why would you be concerned though?
It would mean that he could perhaps... Whatever range he seems to have with these abilities, it seems the best he can do is send messages, or limited. But I've not had any interaction with him, and he certainly would not have done nothing to any of the members of the circle. He has plenty of reason to be angry at any of us.
Why would he contact anybody from the circle at this point? After you guys trapped him?
If he has any effect over the material world, he would certainly do it.
Why would he contact you?
Yeah,
You-
why?
Through material.
But someone else might be tricked into doing it.
Perhaps. You know, Epis...
He's a manipulative person, I know.
No, I'm more... Did something happen to you, Marin? Or are you saying hypothetically?
I'm saying hypothetically.
Make a deception check.
Don't fuck me, Gil! Oh god, he has a very high insight though, doesn't he?
It's one of his majors.
Deception 12.
12. Okay, he has a +9. I rolled a 17. Marin, what are you hiding?
I just
I'm
don't
looking over at Marin now.
want to alarm you if there's nothing to be alarmed about. That's all.
Marin.
Very well. Well, let me be clear. Epis Theolod wants to observe the preservation of magic. It sounds like he is lashing out in some way by sending messages to some of you.
Yeah.
I can promise you he would not have the power to do anything about it. The portal we sent behind for him is locked behind planar lines. It is beyond any of the dimensions that we have access to, beyond the demi-plane. It is an entire space absent of our reality.
Do you think
Could he draw power off of that?
No, it is a isolated space. There's no magic to be connected to.
Then why was I able to describe it perfectly?
What?
How was I able to be teleported in my mind to that place for the dream?
I don't know if you were teleported there.
I just mean, like, how was I able to know what it looked like? If that's the case. If he has no ability to draw on any power and he's truly locked away, how can my mind essentially be put in that place?
I'm afraid I don't know you, Vorbor, and I don't know what you experienced. But it doesn't seem to me like it is something that's possible. Perhaps somebody else.
The thing that I described matched the area you left him in.
Perhaps you are being played by somebody else, but that is not.
You didn't answer my question. Did the room I described match the room that he was in?
The room that you described was the room that was in the Sanctum of the Eight Realms, or
The room that you left him in.
no? That was not this. We don't know what the space looked like.
I'd like to make a deception or an insight check.
Sure, go for it.
Can I ask where they locked him?
22.
I would prefer not to dispel this knowledge. I'm afraid I don't know you
No,
well enough.
I rolled 22 on my insight check, by the way.
What do you get?
22.
22? He's being honest. He's being very forthright with his answers. You see he's a little bit tense right now because you're asking him a lot of personal questions.
I asked the reason for the convergence.
What was that?
Is that the reason that the world kind of exploded at some point?
The convergence was a war between gods.
Had exactly zero relationship to this.
I know that Tepis lived before the convergence, and then formed the Sanctum of the Eight Realms and constructed the demiplane that the Sanctum exists in. Before it. But I don't think there's a particular connection beyond his fears of magic being destroyed for all.
Okay.
In his fears of magic being destroyed for all, could he have potentially become a god?
What? Sorry? What do you say, actually?
In his fears for magic being destroyed, could he have potentially somehow become a god in order to try to protect it all?
Becoming a god is not something any mortal could do, not even the likes of Epis.
Didn't Vecna?
Two people did it, though, I thought.
Vecna did that,
Yeah.
didn't he?
I've done it.
He did, but Vecna also needed an entire body of worship, as well as had to do some secret ritual that I don't know if Epis would be aware of. He might have a lot of knowledge, but there's a difference between rituals of the divine and rituals of the arcane, and he was very explicit about the distinction.
I mean, you don't really get to choose if people start to worship you, do you?
That is fair. I would not know. But
I'm going to ask one.
never saw intention in it, and I don't think he would do it now. He wasn't ever caring for being a god.
I want to ask one, if possible. Like my last question, actually.
Yes, Rorbor?
Is there the possibility that the church knows of him?
That's something that I will look into. I appreciate the heads up for that, but I would not know. I have not heard that name in time, let alone from anybody else. And I would suggest you be very careful about how you dispel any knowledge about him.
I've only done it with the archmages. That's kind of my go-to at that point.
Another recommendation: we are not necessarily known as archmages. I am the archmage of this kingdom, but most of them are members of the sanctum.
Good to know.
Well, tell your friends to be careful.
I will inform. I broke off from the sanctum a long time ago, and I would prefer to not have to deal with any of its affairs ever again.
Understood.
Can I ask one final question?
Yes, sir?
Is there any way to check the prison? Or the space that you trapped him in?
Yeah, like check to see if he's still there.
There is a asset
Well, check the
that
cracks.
will involve all the members who were there to potentially, if the binding was weakened, we could reseal it. But
Maybe that'd be a good
like I said,
idea.
I would prefer not to be involved with the sanctum ever again. And I frankly don't know you all well enough for that purpose.
Okay, I guess that's fair, yeah.
I'll just say this. The only reason we'd ever contact you about it is if all the other 7 are on board with it.
I don't think you understand. being involved with the Sanctum of the Eight Realms is not exactly a time I enjoyed, and I'd prefer for it to be behind me. Epis is not going to get out, not ever, I imagine. That spell is beyond any magic I have ever performed, or any magic I've seen Epis perform. Alundi thinks of him as a god, but he's not that powerful. He is knowledgeable, for sure, but I can't imagine him thinking of a way out of that circle. Anyways, that's enough of that. We will meet for the party. Remember not to share this information with anybody outside of this room.
Is Morgana just shitting herself right now?
What's Morgana? Morgana is writing a lot of this down where she's being like, I'm not going to say anything about this. It goes in the vault. As he goes, scratch out the stuff about me already.
Sorry for disturbing you. It's just a pretty good subject. Want to make sure
Lord.
that I have complete faith in you and all of the other mages who performed that spell to seal this evil wizard away.
Very well.
Thanks for your time.
And he teleports away.
That was a fucking lot.
That was eventful.
Yeah.
Professor Morgana,
Yes?
I wanted to ask you about something that I had read recently. About a place called the Garden of Speranto.
Interesting! I was just visiting the area near there. What would you like to know? I have quite a few details written out about it, as well as various researchers who seem to be investigating the place, but I didn't go any deeper. It's a bit far off, you know?
Well, I heard that the Feywild overlaps in that area.
The Garden of Speranto. Well, you see, it was a former holy place for the Wild Mother, a city of worshippers who used to live there. However, they seemed to have found that space is converging over various layers of dimensions of the planar allies. There is various rifts that appear there that seem to be teleporting people from different dimensions, different planes, including the Feywild, I'm sure.
I'm sorry, did you use different dimensions?
So it's not just the Feywild, it's other planes too?
Yes, other planes that we're aware of. It's dimensional. What do you mean, Vorbor? Also, Vorbor, you don't have dimensional knowledge. That would be you, Jeff, knowing.
I think I do, because I know that he was on a different planar thing, and didn't she say dimension/planes?
He was in a place absent of your reality.
We put
That
it
makes me a little scared, because I don't realize that. I'm thinking teleporting in certain place, and I think terrifying.
So, Professor, you're saying
They're
that,
all natural occurring now, keep in mind. They're natural magic within the world.
so you're saying that like the Shadowfell and Feywild.
Yes,
and
various sections of the Garden of Speranto have different elemental aspects of it.
So even the elemental planes overlap there? What about
Yeah, there's lava spaces, volcanic, there is water entirely filled lakes from a portal of the plane that fill up and pour into the ocean. There is all sorts
what
of...
about the outer planes, like Elysium or Mechanus or something like that?
Less so those, those are a little bit more lenient on the divine realm. This is a bit more particular. At times, I'm sure, the portals are very rare, and occasionally they might pop up and then disappear and then come back again, to my knowledge.
Would you say that it would it be likely that,
Oh, any of the nonsense that River just discussed? Is that what you mean?
No, I'm asking something separate. If the inhabitants of the Feywild or the Shadowfell, could they potentially use this as sort of a crossroads for our plane?
I would imagine it's not a very accurate pathway, but by accident, I imagine people could step through it. I haven't gotten any records of that, but I'm very keen to find out if perhaps that happened to anyone.
Because I'm searching for a specific, very particular mage. And the only thing I know about him is that he is a Feywild mage of Eladrin descent. I'm doing research on this mage, this man. That's all I know about him.
Well, I would not.
And you say you're knowledgeable of all of this.
Oh, I am.
Of course.
I teach an entire class on various arcane figures. There's no Eladrin figures that I imagine being primarily that come from the Feywild.
Well, if you ever happen about a mage of that description, please let me know. It would be very invaluable to my research.
I will keep that in. I'll keep that in mind. Now then, you all said that you went to know some of these things. I would like further detail. Give me all of it, all the testimony you can.
What?
Testimony for what exactly?
Tell me everything. I heard you went to, what was it? To the Thunder King's domain. I heard you went to the Spire. Come on, give me some details here.
Do you want to hear about Wonderland?
Yes, that's too.
We bring that shit up.
Well, no, I need everything that you can tell me.
What is Wonderland again? Is that what you...
Wonderland is a place you never want to go to. It's not Wonderland. It's fucking terrible land.
Well, that's...
I mean, that's true,
I kind of
but-
punched a
Somewhere
leprechaun.
in the back of your head, you hear like, "Would you like to play?"
What the fuck?
I kind of punched a leprechaun.
A leprechaun?
Yeah, I punched him.
Had an entire...
No, let me clear that up. She didn't punch him. She missed.
I missed a dead shot. I am angry still to this day.
It's because it was illusion magic, to be fair. It was illusion magic.
It was illusion magic, but it also kind of seemed like a pocket dimension illusion magic kind of thingy.
Well, as you guys recount Marin on the various details of Wonderland and display to everybody you give Morgana a good helping and heaping of the various details. You guys are then Morgana goes, well, that was all quite effective. Interesting choices, I will say also. I still don't quite understand the physics of lifting a 200-pound boulder and throwing it at a door and it knocking it down of such a size, but I guess that works.
Have you not heard of knock?
Yeah, it's a pretty good spell for opening doors.
I'm aware of knock, however, that's not the spell.
Oh, Jay fucking knows it. That's all we know. So
Yeah.
It's a
Yeah,
very
good
new
enough.
spell that...
If you have Big Rock nearby, I could show you how to cast it.
That's
Yeah.
not what...
How do you know what it means, Marin?
Knock is a spell.
I mean, is it any different than your magic finger things if I pick up Big Rock?
Yes! Actually,
It's spell. It's his spell.
It's literally his spell.
One of us can do it, that's for sure.
I mean, you pull out your weird dusts and materials, I pull out Big Rock.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's just a material component of the spell. And then you just... knock.
You gotta be real strong.
I'm not saying that stabbing someone is a spell, but the material component is a dagger.
How can you...
We don't question knock. Knock is the only thing we don't question in this world.
Would you really question a big guy with a rock?
Well, you have me there.
And as Morgan goes, also, don't forget, you need to put in the commissions for whatever outfits you want to put together.
I don't...
With the 10 gold he gave each of you.
Right. This is quite a generous amount of money.
Rimmer
Gold
is
is a lie.
quite lavish in his lifestyle. He tends to enjoy as well.
Alright, well, I will definitely be buying fancy clothes with this.
Thanks of you showing up with the fucking podcast.
No, I'm gonna bring my rabbit back!
Oh, you're gonna
Oh
figure.
no.
How much do you
Can
need? Back?
I think it is not a whole lot. 10 gold pieces worth.
Okay. You do need to have a nice outfit for the event, though.
I have 50 silver.
Okay.
Wait, can I ask Morgana if there's any way to bring Marin's rabbit back?
I have to cast the spell, and I need.
I mean, she would need to cast the spell again.
Yeah, I just need the material components, and it's quite a lot of material components.
Very
How
well.
much are the
Pretty
materials
accurate.
Well, I will see you all in about 3 days.
Can I ask her if she wants a piece of fungus from Wonderland?
Yes, and she takes it immediately.
Near the pile of dirt.
And
Oh no.
in a glass container.
Okay, so I lose the dirt.
I will have this examined immediately.
I'm losing my shit in the corner, by the way.
Alright. So, do you guys go to the clothing store?
Yes.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
Well, we're
Okay,
going-
you guys walk over into the Wing Trap District and find yourselves over at... Where is it? Why am I blind? Siobhan's Illustrious Specialty Store, and you see like fine tapestry fabric displaying the name, as well as like Siobhan's Illustrious Specialty Store. And you see a fine purple building. Inside, beautiful dresses, beautiful suits coating the various areas. Some made out of, it seems to form like strange, like scaly-esque, like kind of formations, kind of like Dragonborn-esque style. Like you see, like some of them look like almost armor as well, and have like various chain linkings as well. It kind of looks like it's like outfits that like Cersei and like Sansa would wear the like last season of Game of Thrones.
Alright.
Fuck yeah.
As you open the door, a woman who seems to be wearing like a halfling woman. She has like fine kind of garments on and is having like very well adorned gloves. Goes, oh, what might I get for you there? Hello there. Salutations.
Hello. She been here.
She's a halfling.
I have like I greet her now.
And she and halfling goes, right, very nice to meet you, Missy.
Nice to meet you too.
What might I do for all of you in common?
We're just browsing. We were recommended the store by Ripjaws.
The Archmage! Quite fascinating. Well, for the Archmage, I'd be happy to give you all a discount then, especially if you're buying in bulk. Do you have any particular purchases, any addresses you want to keep in mind? So, the purposes of this, guys, describe to me what you want your outfit to look like for this really fancy
Shopping
dinner.
episode.
You're making me think of Trump. Fuck.
Anyone want to... you guys can take a second to think about it if you want.
Wait, what are we?
Can I just say
What
I have a really nice suit?
A Dragonborn suit.
You see various sorts of suits. One looks at you. Hold on, let me find it. Hold on.
Do you have pictures of the suits?
No, I'm looking up because I need to describe this better.
Look up royal costume Ren Fair.
It's not that. It's okay. So you see, like, it has like shoulder guard pieces that seem to be well adorned and attached, as well as golden scale plating that kind of leads down to like this into like these purple like kind of tapestry laying downward. It seems to be like a fine, essentially like half armor, half like suit, kind of. Or not suit, really. It's more of like a half robe, half like fine garmenture and armor.
Okay, I would like to look
You
into
can
that.
describe to me in like whatever way you would like the suit to look, basically, as Jack. And she goes, I will custom make this for you.
I would like the color to be red, and I would like I was wondering if you can potentially make a suit that is red.
I mean, certainly. Just red in general, or what kind of style?
On the side of what you just shown us.
Right, very well. I'll have that custom made. It will take me about a day. That will cost me about 5 gold pieces.
Okay, perfect.
Takes the gold.
Who's next?
Why is there a dick in this fancy fantasy suit section? Oh my god, Evie. Who would like to ask for their outfit next?
Marin is still just looking around.
We'll
Find something
actually, no, hold on.
Blank, what would you like?
Let me just send an image.
Okay.
I just gotta find it on my computer first.
Okay. And then Evie, do you have any idea?
I'm thinking.
Okay. I figured it would be fun for you guys to think of an interesting outfit to wear.
Okay, basically this.
Okay. She goes, right, well, you might want to trim your beard for that, but I could certainly put together something for you. That will cost about 2 gold pieces.
Okay.
Just away.
How would
It'll
you...
be done in about a day.
Wait, before you finalize the order, can I just ask how you could alter the suit so I can still keep my beard length, if not?
What I would say is that you could tuck your beard into the part of the suit. Is the best I could give you. Otherwise, they're probably going to notice either way.
Yeah,
what I could do is give you these, and they give you like small, essentially braiding pieces that were like these metal pieces that you could like stylize your beard with.
Okay.
You can look at weird beard styles if you want to describe how that will look. Evie, what would you like to do?
I'm thinking.
Okay.
Arashi, are you gonna wear a dress?
Ew, no.
Why not?
That's disgusting.
It's just pants, but open.
I don't like how you put that.
Well, it is. If you rip the seam of your pants
so
too
cool.
much, boom, it's a dress.
That is so cool. No, I am doing a suit.
I think you would look really nice in a dress.
Arashi, as what kind of suit do you pick out?
I'm trying to think.
Okay. Poor Evie's like, help.
Fucking Marin is gonna be like antagonizing Arashi by like pulling out like the grossest looking clothes she can find from the clearance, being like, "Oh, look, this would look so pretty on you," and like
I
holding
pull
it.
out my dagger and threaten her.
Are you actually doing that?
I pull out my dagger and threaten her. You need to leave me alone.
I like tap the dagger away. Arashi, you're so dramatic. I'm just teasing you.
Okay, Blake, that's what your beard's gonna look like the night of.
Oh, fancy.
It's the best looking one I can find.
Uh-huh.
Okay, I'll take. I explain. I'll take this, and then I secretly, like put like 100 gold into his hand, and say, wait, hold on. Am I muted on stream? I am.
No, I can hear.
Okay, cool. I give it's a girl, right? Female Taylor.
No, it's a half a woman. Hello.
Oh, okay.
Right, like sort of together for you, and
I give her secretly like 100 gold so she can Make it as expensive looking as possible.
She looks at it and is like, right, well,
I don't want anyone else to see this, so can I roll for that?
Yeah, sure, roll a sleight of hand. I guess I'll roll a deception check for her to see if she can hold
What
it.
is?
You're dropping like a month's worth of pay in like what? What is Vorbo wearing?
No. Jay. What is Jay gonna wear?
Jay, she puts together. I'll let Jay decide
I
when he
want to
comes.
imagine that he's so like buff that he wears the suit and then he puts his arms down in the sleeves.
Yeah.
So like it goes without sleeves.
You see her look, holy shit, but then goes like, right, I will fulfill that commission to the best of my abilities.
Thank you.
So Evie, you can describe the suit however you want.
I just want it to be expensive looking.
It's gonna be expensive looking, but look like that. I'm not gonna make it more descriptive than that.
That's fine. Maybe put some jewels on it or something.
For sure, it's blinged out to hell.
Oh,
Hell yes!
It's like diamond encrusted. Like you could probably use it for spell components. It's got 50 gold.
And you know I will.
It's got 50 gold of diamond in there. Like
Let's go!
Oh my god. I found one earlier and trying to find it again.
okay, man, your last
So-
one.
Marin doesn't have a lot of money, so she's kind of looking for something